Hi, everyone, and welcome to Minster here as we continue our football previews for 2013. This is the Minster Bank look at the Minster Wildcats. Lynch and Chris Parks joined by Ethan Wolfe here sitting next to us. We're playing tight end, going to the University of Tennessee next year. And first-year coach now here at Minster, Jaron Stokes. Coach, are you happy to be in Minster here, and you're looking forward to the challenge ahead here for 2013?
Oh, I'm jacked up, man. Great place. Even better community. Just great kids that want to do things the right way. So, you can't be anything but excited.
You got to be happy with the way this program's really turned around. Nate Moore the last couple of years really got things going. He's now down in Cincinnati. They've had success here. You got to be happy to step into this kind of situation.
Yeah, tremendous amount of respect for what they've done here, and looking to build on it. Just like I said, these kids know how to win. They know how to work, and they're doing everything we ask them to do. So you can't ask for anything more.
And Garen, I think that really shows the fact that you came to this job. I had success at Urbana, your alma mater, took them to the playoffs. What was it about Minster that made you want to leave there?
Just something different.
Okay.
That's what I knew at Urbana, and I loved the kids there. I loved our staff and loved that place. It's hometown, but to be able to compete at this level in the MAC and to have a community with this type of standard of excellence is exciting. So, it just makes you want to coach at a place like this and compete at the highest level.
Sure. 9-3 last year were the Minster Wildcats. Ethan Wolfe, a part of that team, going to the University of Tennessee to play football next year. Ethan, I know you're probably excited to have that process all set in stone now. I mean, just kind of take us through the process here for some of our viewers who don't know, and what was that process like getting recruited?
It was fun. There was some ups and downs, some disappointments that didn't
Sounds good to me.
that took place. But
Okay.
I'm extremely happy with where I'm at right now, and it's good to have it out of the way for my senior year of football, so I can have my full attention on this team and taking us to the state championship, hopefully.
Definitely.
Ethan, when we talked a few weeks ago, you said conditioning was a little harder this year. Things are a little tougher. What does Coach Stokes bring to the program that perhaps wasn't there that last year?
The tempo, definitely. The tempo and the passion in practice is something that he's really brought to us this year. And he's stressing it every day that we need to have an up-tempo practice and that we're going to be the most conditioned team in the MAC and hopefully as he says, in the country. So we do a lot of running and we do a lot of up-tempo stuff, and it's a quick, fast practice and always moving, and that's definitely going to benefit us this season.
Coach, what do you expect out of your players whenever they step onto that practice field?
We want people to walk away from a Minster football game and say those kids were tough. Just at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, those kids played their tails off and were tough. Hopefully the Minster mantra will be they hit you. They're tough and they'll hit you, and they're just a feisty group. We got some of those kids, so we're excited. We're excited.
The first time you met the team, Coach, some big guys. Were you impressed by the size right away?
Yeah, extremely impressed. I've never coached kids like this with this ability. We had tough kids at Urbana, but they were little kids. And we got some work to do.
Sure.
We've got some work to do to get to that level, but there's potential here, and the kid, you can't go wrong with great kids. You win with great people, and we have those type of people here. We just got to get them in the right spots, get them to play with a nasty little bit of an edge, and go compete, man.
Ethan, what kind of changes will we see on the offense this year? We're losing a couple key players from a season ago. What kind of changes, what kind of things will we see out of the offensive end for the Wildcats?
Hopefully there's not many changes that you do see. Hopefully everything, is the same as we did last year, and we punch people in the mouth. What we're going to have is some people that some younger guys that step up. So that's going to be one thing that we're going to have to do this year, is have those guys step up, and us seniors definitely lead them and tell them, help them do what they need to do in order for us to win.
Coach Stokes is smiling over there when he said punch people in the mouth. He likes the attitude Ethan Wolfe is putting out there. You were such good friends with Adam Niemeyer, your quarterback. How has the transition gone with a new quarterback in there?
Josh is doing a great job. He's got some things that he needs to work on, which is expected. He's a young guy, and he's got a great arm, and it'll come through the year. the overall football smarts. He's got it, and it's going to continue to get better. Adam was a great quarterback. He was very smart. He led the team. He led our offense. He could call the plays we had numerous amount of audibles, and hopefully we can get ourselves there with Josh by the time the season comes around.
Remember Josh Nixon from the baseball field, standing out.
Certainly. Coach, what do you think of this guy sitting next to Andy here? Division I recruit next year, going to be playing tight end, probably a couple different positions for you. What about him stands out to you these first couple days of practice and into the summer here?
I'm glad he's on our team. He's a stud. Yeah, he doesn't understand his potential yet. He is such a good football player, such a good kid, hard worker, but he's got unlimited potential. And I told him I'm going to haunt him for the next 13 weeks, and we're going to see how good he can be. He's a great leader for us. All these seniors, the senior class is unbelievable for us. It's my job to push your button to see how good we can be.
Coach, I get the feeling you go home at night and you're just drawing up new plays and you're learning more about your team and the different skill sets and attitudes. It seems like you're just ready to take this team and get them out there against Fort Loramie.
I'm jacked up, man. I'm not a Johnny Playdry. I want our team to come together collectively and go play for Minster. Just take pride in what we do and do it in a relentless manner and just go after people and compete. So if we get that, we'll be happy.
Yeah, speaking of that week 1 matchup, Ethan, what's that like taking on your rivals 4 miles down the road week in or not week in and week out, but I should say that opening week of the season, and maybe sometimes you see them in the playoffs as well too. What's that like?
It's great because like in the summer you see those guys around because like you said they're only 2-3 miles down the road, and but man once football season hits it's different. There's a little bit of tension, and we love it. We love going down there. It's a great rivalry, and you'll get the best out of both teams in that game.
Should be a great one. NK Telco will broadcast that one, and we'll bring it to you on WOSN as well as a number of other Minster games throughout the year. When we come back, we'll talk with a couple more Wildcats seniors. It's the Minster Bank Pigskin Preview here on WOSN.
Welcome back to Minster High School and this Minster Bank preseason preview here, taking a look at those Minster Wildcats who were 9-3 a season ago. Andy Lynch, Chris Parks, and 2 more players joining us, Wes Hageman and also Clay Brown. Both these guys on the offensive lines, defensive lines as well too.
Yep.
Let's talk about the state of the line. Let's start first with you, Wes. How is those lines looking as you guys start to mesh here at the beginning of practice?
I think our line's going to look pretty good this year. I mean, we got a lot of seniors coming back ready to play, and big kids up front definitely, but I know everyone in the MAC's big, so it's just what it is. But, I mean, I think we'll look pretty good up front.
Wes, how does Coach Stokes change the approach? More toughness is what he's preaching. Do we see that on the lines this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything we have to do it tougher and better. Our goal is to do better than MAC and everyone else. I mean, yeah, every drill, every play we do, I mean, it has all's out. You got to do everything you can do.
Or I should say, Clay, what do you think and what do you like most about Coach's style thus far through these first 3 days of practice and into the summer here?
I'd have to say his energy. He's always so, like he said, he's so jacked up, man. He comes out for practice, and he's probably the most prepared. He's so ready, and he's always giving us, like, motivation to get out and get ready, and he's always pushing his characteristics through us, so I really like that.
Is he out there pushing and shoving you guys around there?
He does. Sometimes he gets real jacked up. He'll start pushing us around.
It's all for fun.
Yeah.
Clay, Ethan said that Coach wants you to be the best conditioned team in the country. What does that mean for the linemen?
It means we're running just as much. Definitely, we're out there running, and the up-tempo keeps us going. And then at the end of practices, we're also all out there running, doing our sprints and getting our work in. And we don't really like it when it's happening, but when it's done, we're like, yeah, we need this. It's going to pay off. This is going to only help us in the long run, so we don't mind it too much.
Wes, do you find yourselves, maybe some of the linemen, with the more running and the more conditioning you guys are doing, obviously drinking a lot more water, are you guys eating a lot more too around this time of the year?
Yeah, I think we're eating a little more. I mean, we're getting more conditioning in. Got to get more food in every day, so we got to stay up that pace. But, yeah, I think we're eating a little more.
A little carbo load, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a great thrower in the spring for track and field. How much do you see that really helping either footwork, technique, even strength?
Oh, absolutely. For lifting and stuff, that's definitely going to help you. I mean, everything we do here helps in every other sport, so, I mean, everything we do will help.
Clay, the game you're looking forward to most coming up this season out of the 10 weeks?
That's a hard one. I mean, we look forward to every week, but the week 1 opener is always a good one with our friends during the off season from Larnby, not so much friends during
Not on that Friday
Not
night.
on that Friday. That's always a fun one because they're just right down the road, and you know them really well, and it's always fun to go out there. But every game's one to look forward to for us.
Minster opens the MAC season with New Bremen in Week 3 after playing Lehman Catholic in Week number 2. When we come back, we'll finish up here with our Minster Bank Pigskin preview in Auglaize County on WOSN.
Back here at Minster on this Minster Bank 2013 look at those Minster Wildcats. Andy Lynch and Chris Parks, joined by two more players. Scott Sekas sitting next to Andy, and A.J. Hillsman down there, the receiver and cornerback for this team here for Coach Stokes. Let's start first with you, Scott. 3 days into practice here. It's starting to warm up a little bit. It's starting to feel like August now. How was practice this morning and practice coming up this afternoon? I'm sure a lot of hard work going to be put in.
Oh, yeah, it's really tough. Like I said, the heat's taking a toll on everybody, getting sore, but I think we're doing fine so far.
Scott, how have things felt different for you as a senior and also with the new coach?
I haven't seen much of a difference besides, like Coach said, getting tougher, coming to practice with more energy, like he says all the time, and that's about it.
AJ, you guys go through the rigorous MAC once again after Fort Loramie and a couple more non-conference games before you start into MAC play. What excites you most about playing in the MAC week in and week out?
Just knowing that we play the best competition around. I mean, the MAC schools are known for the toughness, and so just coming out and seeing which team is best is just really fun.
AJ, new quarterback, obviously, with Adam Niemeyer graduating. How have things gone with him and the receivers thus far?
I think it's gone really well. We're adjusting to it nicely, getting the timing down on routes. Still got to work out a couple kinks, but that's just natural coming to us.
Yeah.
AJ, what's the offense like as compared to last year? Is it like a complete 180, or there's something similar that you guys are going to be doing that you did last year?
For the most part, it's not really different. We're still in the spread. I think we're going to be a lot more physical, and we'll be taking a lot of shots down the field and going at it.
Scott, a physical defense also Garen Stokes brings to the table. You excited for a little bit more hard-hitting toughness?
I can't wait for Saturday to come.
Finally, be able to hit somebody, right?
Yep.
It's coming.
What scrimmages do you guys have coming up? Who do you guys take on these first couple weeks before you prepare for Fort Loramie?
I'm pretty sure we're playing LCC and a couple other D6 schools now.
Yeah, maybe Wapak as well, too.
AJ, a great track and field athlete, pole vaulter. How does that transition, or how does some of the different things you train for transition onto the football field?
A lot of conditioning carries over from track. Okay. If you keep practicing during your summer, it stays with you a little bit, and a lot of the speed too. Yeah. I'd have to say that definitely helps.
Do you ever want a pole out on the field so you can vault over the corner?
That'd be nice.
We'll see if they'll allow that this year. Just for you.
In a perfect world, that would be good.
Can you imagine pole vaulting during a football game?
I don't know. I could see a
that
lot.
Would be
I could see a lot of broken legs in that.
It'd be intense.
Yeah, we're gonna look into that for WOSN special, I think.
Scott,
in the off season, of course.
Yes, in the off season, not right now. Scott, final question I have for you: goals you have for this team, for yourself this year. What do you guys hoping to accomplish here?
We're definitely hoping to make the playoffs and hopefully state. And for myself, I guess, be one of the best linebackers in the MAC.
Okay. 9-3 a season to go. Made it to the second round of the playoffs and looking to do so and more under Coach Garen Stokes in his first season. Thanks to Joe Vernick running the camera and Chris Parks. My name's Andy Lynch. We'll see you next time. This has been the Minster Bank Pigskin Preview from Minster on WOSN.